Hello, viewers. My name is Vipin Prakash, and in this series, in this episode, we have with us Vaishnavi. Uh, Vaishnavi has secured an All India rank of 57 in the recently concluded entrance examination by CNLU Patna for their flagship first year program, where they'll be also giving out degrees for 3 years long. And so, firstly, Vaishnavi, welcome to this interview session. Thank you for joining us, and many congratulations on securing an All India rank of 57 in the examination. So, I think first questions first. A lot of viewers would want to know what your journey has been like till now. Like, how did you start? How did you think of pursuing law as a career option, and then thinking of 3 years LLB, then appearing for this examination. So, what has your journey been like?
So, thank you for having me here. And about my journey, I would start from when I gave my 12th examination. That time I sat for CLAT, but it didn't go well. So I opt for graduation. But I always had in mind that, oh, I need to do LLB. I want to do LLB. So that time I was looking for the options of 3 year LLB where I can go, where I can pursue my but I always wanted CNLU because it's in my same city and my parents were also wanted me to stay here only. Then I gave this year I gave like 2 3 other entrance exams also, like CUT PG Kurukshetra University. Luckily I got Kurukshetra University. And I was doing my packing only. Then suddenly I saw a message, okay, CNLU has also introduced this course. I was like, okay, let's give it a shot. Let's try. I don't know how it will go and what are, because it is happening it happened for the very first time. And कुछ आइडिया नहीं था क्या पैटर्न होंगे, क्या क्वेश्चंस आ सकते हैं, किधर से आएंगे, कोई डेटा कुछ नहीं. तो फिर it was little difficult to prepare for it, but आई न्यू कि ठीक है, कुछ इतना भी डिफिकल्ट नहीं होगा, एक बार देख के देखते हैं. द ओनली थिंग आई हैड इन माइंड कि ओके फाइन, आई एम नॉट श्योर होगा नहीं होगा, एक कॉलेज तो हो गया, बट आई वांट टू गिव, एक बार तो देना ही देना है. देन आई सैट फॉर द एग्जाम एंड देन ठीक ठाक निकल गया.
Especially, how was the paper actually? So while I was listening to your answer, one thing that came up to my mind was कि yes, there must have been a lot of anxiety not knowing what kind of a paper will actually come in the examination because you don't have any historical data.
या
So how was the paper actually? Like क्या था वो? Easy paper था, moderate था, difficult था? Uh, कितनी लेवल ऑफ पढ़ाई करने की जरूरत है उस पेपर के लिए? हाउ वर यू प्रिपेयर्ड कि आपका रैंक 57 आया?
so if we talk about paper, the difficulty level, it was moderate to difficult side, I would say.
ओके.
If we compare the time period it has been introduced, for that it was moderate to difficult, because the whole paper was, if I say, it was CLAD plus UPSC, because the GK was completely UPSC. When I saw the syllabus, it was mentioned the GK would be the UPSC level. Then I checked the UPSC syllabus. Then I wasn't sure about the GK, but it was somewhere around CLAD thing. The passages was similar to the CLAD.
So let's say for an aspirant who does not know about this entire paper, तो क्या can you walk us through the sections? क्या क्या sections थे? कितने questions थे उन sections में? किस type के questions पूछे गए?
Yeah, the total paper was for 120 question,
ठीक है.
and all, I guess 40 questions was there.
Okay. From and what were the sections जहाँ से questions थे?
If you talk about English mein we had um, reading comprehension. It has 7 8 questions in that. Then a few fill in the blanks, some analytical reasoning in there, critical reasoning was there, and some odd one outs.
Okay.
Yes, and all the fill in the
So that was
for
English section.
English side.
Then second would have been GK section.
Yeah, the second was in GK. GK से questions थे आपके साइंस बैकग्राउंड से थे
करंट
कुछ
अफेयर्स ज्यादा था या स्टैटिक जीके ज्यादा क्वेश्चंस थे?
मिक्स,
ओके
दोनों का वेटेज इक्वल था.
ओके
यस, कुछ हिस्ट्री से भी थे, कुछ करंट से भी थे, एंड कुछ साइंस से भी थे. इट वाज मिक्स, किसी एक पोर्शन को ज्यादा ऐसे वेटेज नहीं दिया हुआ था.
हाँ हाँ हाँ.
एंड व्हेन इट कम्स टू
वर दीज वन लाइनर क्वेश्चंस या फिर पैसेज के थ्रू निकालना था आंसर्स?
बोथ,
ओके, अ मिक्स ऑफ
नॉट,
बोथ.
हाँ both. Like two question was from passage, the rest were one liners.
ओके ठीक है.
Yeah. And reasoning mein we had uh, blood relation and the circle one.
Sitting arrangement,
Vein,
circular sitting
sitting
arrangement,
arrangements, vein
Venn
diagrams,
diagrams.
time,
So kind
logs.
of on the analytical reasoning side.
Yeah.
Okay, okay. And overall, so these are the three sections that were there,
Yes.
and it was kind of moderate to difficult.
Moderate to difficult. For the person who is preparing just in 10 days, for them it was moderate to difficult.
So since when were you preparing for this examination?
I would say from 10 days only, but I was preparing for other law entrance exams also, so I had this base prepared that okay, I can sit for the exam. And in 10 days, if you ask me what I did, was like I just did the revision. I didn't touch any new topic.
Hmm.
I just did the revision, whatever I knew. I made sure that if any question comes from those topic, I'll be able to answer
हाँ
correct.
हाँ ठीक है.
And for current affairs, I just follow legal edge videos. That's all.
Okay, that's heartening to know. Uh, so yes, you were preparing for other law entrance examinations 3 years. Like you said, you sat for CUT PG entrance examination, and you would have covered a lot of things.
Mm.
So okay, so I also have a question. For legal edge, also 3 years LLB is a new vertical that we are building. We are trying to build a community and help students around this. Uh, So this is something which is new for us as well. This examination was absolutely new for us as well as the student community, for everyone. How do you think Legal Edge helped you, or the materials helped you, or whatever? Like, what was Ellie's role in your uh, academic journey?
So legal edge role was a very, I would say, the only thing that made me through this journey was the legal edge, because it was the only platform that was giving CNLU-ET study materials as well as mocks.
Right.
Yes. So first of all, the only thing that I like about legal is the language is very easy for the study materials and anything. All the videos that has been provided on YouTube's and everything is very much like any student who is not that brilliant or not that good in academics can easily catch up, can understand.
Okay.
That's the thing I like the most about Legal Edge. And their study material was very much not I would say not very vague, but it was like not very small, but sufficient for any person who is writing an exam that can crack the exam for studying these materials.
Okay.
And the
And
mocks and everything was very good.
then maybe circling on or diving a little deeper. How relevant were the mocks that you took of Legal Edge versus the actual paper?
Okay. So mm, I gave three mocks because the three only were available at that time. I would say the GK or not, two, three questions came from the mocks, but the practice and the type was very much similar. Yes. Where they, if you talk about the reasoning or the English was very much similar.
So the mocks actually gave you a good,
Yeah,
you know,
practice.
battleground practice before the actual battle. Okay. So Vaishnavi, you'll be a first generation lawyer in your family, right? Why did you choose law as a career option? Like, what is your motivation behind law, and like why law?
I chose law because I've always seen my father serving other people and the disadvantageous group. My father is a retired IS officer. So, and he always wanted me to be lawyer, to study law. He always wanted to study law, so he always wanted me also to study law. That's where he if I say what motivates me, to my father motivates me, he inspires me. That's why I chose law.
Vaishnavi, you were born and brought up in Patna, if I'm not wrong. Correct. So Patna has given you a lot of things. Now you'll again continue. So you did your graduation also from a college in Patna. And so which subject did you graduate in? Uh,
Uh, I did my graduation in BBA.
okay. So you did your graduation again from Patna in BBA. And now you'll be again continuing with CNLU Patna and be doing your 3 years LLB from there. A lot, a lot that city has actually given to you, right? Uh, Do you intend to stay in Patna in Bihar and do certain work there once you become a lawyer, or do you have aspirations of getting out of Patna and maybe making a career beyond that?
If I get option, I'll choose to stay here and do the whatever, because I feel there is a lot to do here, because I see very people, they are not very much aware about the laws and everything. So I really want to do for this city only if I get the opportunity.
And I'm sure that you'll get multiple opportunities in your state, in your city itself. Let's say if you were to give certain advices to the students who will be preparing for 3 years law entrance examination, what what three very important advice that you would give?
The advices, first I would say work on GK. If if the candidate has time, he should work on their GK. Do multiple sources, but relevant one.
Hmm. किस
Secondly,
पीरियड से पढ़ना चाहिए, लाइक अगर इफ यू आर समवन इज स्टडीइंग करंट अफेयर्स तो किस पीरियड से किस पीरियड तक पढ़ना चाहिए?
if someone is very new, then he should start preparing 3 to 4 months before the exam.
ओके.
And I feel in 3 years LLB, vocab is very important. Vocabulary and English part is very important, and reasoning, he should give more time to reasoning, because in 3 years LLB, we no entrance exam ask the quantitative and all.
Maths is generally not asked. Yes, fair point. Any other advice that you have uh, for them? So one
Just
is vocabulary is something that you should really work upon. Second is GK is something that you should definitely start upon working. And third is maybe probably working a little on logical reasoning skills and a lot of practice around logical reasoning skills.
yes.
What is an ideal time when should one start preparation? Like, is it that we should start preparation 1 year before, 6 months before, or 3 to 4 months is sufficient enough?
If the candidate is like dedicated, then 3 to 5 months is sufficient.
Okay, take it. And someone who feels कि नहीं मुझे थोड़ा ज्यादा पढ़ने की जरूरत है, तो you would suggest कि आप थोड़ा जल्दी start कर लो.
Then I would say a year back,
Okay.
1 years back.
So Vaishnavi, have you completed your graduation or is it your final year and you'll be completing and then joining the college? How is it?
I've completed my graduation this year
If
only.
you completed your graduation, so you're absolutely free. And what beyond law, maybe like what after law that you would want to do?
After law, I haven't uh, to serve in judicial service or the civil service only.
Because you have inclination towards going to the civil services or judicial services. All
Yes.
right. And fair enough. I think makes a lot of sense because you have seen your father being an IAS officer, serving the society, working for the society and working for the people. So naturally, it kind of projects upon you also कि आप भी वैसे ही कुछ करना चाहोगे. Uh, all right, Vaishnavi, I think thank you so very much for all the insights, all the gyan that you have given to the students. I'm sure they are very, very valuable. Uh, and any listener who would have watched this entire interview would have taken some very key takeaways from this session that you have to stay very sincere. You have to take the risk of not giving up till the very end. Even if something comes up 10 days before, should just be like, "ठीक है, what worse can happen?" and just go for it and give it your best shot. Uh, yes, you have to be very dedicated and you have to give focus on GK, English language, your vocabulary, and practicing a lot of logical reasoning skills. And post doing your law, be it 3 years law, and even if you're someone who was not able to complete or were not able to do a 5 year law because it did not work out for you, uh, the road actually does not stop. You have good colleges who have started 3 years law now, be it Endless Bangalore, they have started, NLU Odisha have started, CNLU Patna has now started 3 years law. So slowly and gradually, everyone is also kind of getting into 3 years law domain, and I think that is where you still can fulfill your dream of studying from a national law university. So all the very best, Vaishnavi, for that you will now very soon go and join CNLU Patna, and we wish you all the very best for a very very bright future that you have ahead of you. Thank you so much for your time, Vaishnavi.